Welcome back, coin collectors. Today we're diving into the fascinating world of Kennedy half-dollar coins to uncover the top 7 most valuable pieces that are worth serious money. From rare 1964 silver strikes to unique minting eras, these coins have captured the attention of collectors across the United States and around the world. We'll break down what makes each coin so special, why they're in such high demand, and tips for spotting these treasures. So grab your magnifying glass and let's explore these amazing Kennedy half-dollars that could be hiding in your collection right now. Let's get started. First up today we are talking about the half-dollar coin, 1969 D of the United States of America, a coin that many people see every day but very few understand its true background value in collecting importance. This coin belongs to the famous Kennedy half-dollar series, which was introduced to honor President John F. Kennedy, and the 1969 D version was produced at the Denver Mint during a time when the United States was changing its coin metal composition and minting policies, making this coin interesting for both beginners and experienced collectors who love history and hidden value. The 1969 D half-dollar is made with 40% silver, which means it still contains real precious metal, unlike modern half-dollars that are mostly copper and nickel. This silver content gives the coin a base value even if it is worn or circulated, and many people do not realize that coins from 1965 to 1970 still contain silver, making the 1969 D half-dollar a smart coin to hold on to, especially for people who like silver stacking and long-term collecting. At the Denver Mint, millions of these coins were produced, and because of that, they are not extremely rare. However, condition matters a lot when it comes to value. A heavily circulated coin may only be worth a little more than its silver melt value, while a coin in very fine or uncirculated condition can be worth significantly more. Collectors look closely at surface quality, shine, strike strength, and overall eye appeal when judging this coin. Mint State examples of the 1969 D half-dollar are especially popular among collectors who want complete Kennedy half-dollar sets. When a coin has no wear-strong details and original luster, its value increases, and professional grading can make a big difference. Coins that are graded by trusted grading companies often sell for higher prices because buyers feel confident about authenticity and condition. Another exciting part of the 1969 D half-dollar is the possibility of mint errors. Collectors love errors such as off-center strikes, double details, clipped planchets, and other unusual features. Error coins are harder to find and can be worth many times more than normal examples. If you own a 1969 D half-dollar, it is always a good idea to examine it carefully under good light or magnification. The historical importance of this coin also adds to its appeal. It was minted during the late 1960s, a time of major cultural, political, and economic change in America. Silver was slowly being removed from circulating coinage, and this half-dollar represents one of the last chapters of silver use in everyday American money, which makes it a meaningful piece of history to hold. For investors, the 1969 D half-dollar offers a mix of collectible value and metal value. Silver prices can rise over time, and that can increase the worth of this coin even if collector demand stays the same. This makes it attractive for people who like safer physical assets and also enjoy owning something with historical character. If you are planning to keep this coin for the long term, proper storage is very important. Storing it in a protective holder away from moisture, heat, and direct handling can help preserve its condition. Never clean the coin because cleaning can damage the surface and reduce its value. Collectors prefer original, untouched coins even if they show light, natural toning. For YouTube viewers and new collectors, the 1969 D half-dollar is a great learning coin. It teaches about silver content, mint marks, grading, history, and value differences based on condition. It is affordable for most people and easy to find, yet still exciting enough to make collecting fun and educational at the same time. In conclusion, the half-dollar coin, 1969 D of the United States of America, is more than just spare change. It is a 40% silver coin, a historical artifact, and a collectible with real potential value. Whether you are collecting for fun, history, silver investment, or future profit, this coin deserves attention. And if you have one in your collection, you might be holding a small but meaningful piece of American numismatic history. Next up today, we are talking about the half-dollar coin, 1971 D of United States of America, a famous Kennedy half-dollar that marks an important moment in American coin history because this year came right after the end of 40% silver Production and collectors love this coin for its role in the transition era, and for many people, this coin is a symbol of change value, history, and everyday circulation coins that still attract attention today. The 1971 D. Kennedy half dollar was produced at the Denver Mint, and the D. Mint mark shows that clearly on the reverse side. This coin was made in very large numbers, which means it is common in circulated condition, but it still holds interest because it was one of the first Kennedy half dollars made without any silver content after the 40% silver years ended in 1970. Even though the 1971 D half dollar does not contain 40% silver, collectors often talk about it together with 40% mint history because it represents the beginning of a new era when the United States switched fully to copper-nickel-clad composition, and this change affected value-weight sound and long-term collecting interest. The metal composition of the 1971 D half dollar is copper-nickel on the outside with a pure copper core, and this made the coin cheaper to produce and more durable for circulation. The weight is lighter than the earlier 40% silver coins, and many collectors can easily feel the difference when holding both types side by side. In terms of value, the 1971 D half dollar is usually worth face value in circulated condition, meaning 50 cents, but in uncirculated condition the value can be higher, especially if the coin has strong luster, nowhere, and good eye appeal. And high-grade examples can sell for several dollars depending on demand and market trends. Proof coins were not made at the Denver Mint, so the 1971 D half dollar only exists as a business strike, but collectors still search for errors, varieties, and exceptionally sharp strikes because these special coins can bring higher prices and make the hunt exciting for new and experienced collectors alike. The design features President John F. Kennedy on the front with a strong portrait created by Gilroy Roberts, and the reverse shows the presidential seal with an eagle shield, stars and rays designed by Frank Gasparo, and this powerful design helped make the Kennedy half dollar one of the most popular coins in United States history. Many people saved Kennedy half dollars thinking they would become rare and valuable, which is why so many still exist today. But that also means collectors can easily find nice examples of the 1971 D half dollar and build a complete set without spending a lot of money, making it perfect for beginners. If you enjoy learning about coins, value, history, and hidden treasures still found in pocket change, then this 1971 D half dollar is a great example of how even common coins have a story to tell, and understanding the connection to the 40% silver era makes this coin even more interesting. If you enjoyed this video and want more information about valuable coins, rare errors, and big money finds, please like the video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications so you never miss an update, because your support helps the channel grow and brings you more amazing coin stories every day. Next up, the 1972 D. Kennedy half dollar of the United States is a remarkable coin cherished by collectors and enthusiasts around the world because it represents a significant era in American numismatics and history. From its inception in 1964, the Kennedy half dollar has captured the imagination of collectors, and the 1972 D coin minted in Denver is particularly interesting due to its composition and availability. This coin features the iconic profile of President John F. Kennedy on the obverse side, a design created by Gilroy Roberts, which has become instantly recognizable and synonymous with the Kennedy legacy. The reverse side showcases the presidential seal designed by Frank Gasparo, a symbol of American pride and heritage, with the mint mark D located below the eagle, indicating its origin from the Denver Mint. The 1972 D Kennedy half dollar is primarily composed of copper and nickel in a clad composition, reflecting the post-1970 transition from silver coins to more durable and affordable materials for circulation. Collectors are drawn to this coin for its historical significance, as well as its aesthetic appeal and the fact that it remains widely available while still holding numismatic value. When assessing the value of the 1972 D. Kennedy half dollar, it is essential to consider the condition or grade of the coin circulated. Coins with visible wear typically hold modest value, often ranging from a few dollars to $10, whereas uncirculated coins with full mint luster and sharp details can be more valuable, especially when graded by professional services such as PCJS or NGC. These grading services provide a standardized evaluation that collectors and investors trust, and coins in higher grades such as MS65 or MS66 may command a premium among dedicated collectors who seek pristine examples. The 1972D is not a silver coin like earlier issues, so its value is not tied to precious metal content, but rather its historical context, rarity, and top grades and collector demand. These factors combine to make it a coin worth watching for those interested in building a comprehensive Kennedy half-dollar collection, and it provides an accessible entry point for new collectors looking to explore mid-20th century American coins. For those interested in acquiring or investing in the 1972D Kennedy half-dollar, subscription to coin collecting channels and services can be highly beneficial. These subscriptions often provide detailed insights on coin grading techniques, market trends, auction results, and special offers on rare coins. Collectors can receive monthly updates showcasing coins from different mints, years, and conditions, allowing them to make informed decisions and expand their collection strategically. Some subscription services even include access to exclusive collector communities, expert interviews, and educational materials that help subscribers understand the historical and economic significance of each coin issue. For example, the 1972D Kennedy half-dollar is often highlighted in these resources due to its representation of post-Kennedy era coinage and its availability in high grades, which makes it a frequent subject of discussion among enthusiasts and numismatic educators. The 1972D Kennedy half-dollar is part of a broader series minted in the early 1970s, which reflects the economic and cultural climate of the United States during that period. The coin represents a shift in composition and production techniques as the U.S. Mint moved away from silver content in circulating coins while still maintaining iconic designs. The Denver Mint, where this coin was produced, is one of the most prolific mints in the country, responsible for producing millions of coins annually. Yet the 1972D Kennedy half-dollar holds interest due to the subtle variations in strike quality, planche imperfections, and die characteristics, which can affect value. Collectors often examine coins under magnification to identify these small details and seek out examples that display exceptional strike sharpness and minimal blemishes, making this coin a fascinating study for anyone interested in the technical side of numismatics. Another appealing aspect of the 1972D Kennedy half-dollar is its role in everyday American life. During the 1970s, the coin circulated widely in commerce, from vending machines to banks to pocket change, and despite the absence of silver, it retained its symbolic prestige and connection to President Kennedy, whose legacy was still fresh in the national consciousness. This coin serves as a tangible reminder of American history and culture, and its widespread circulation means that many collectors may have held one in their youth, creating a personal nostalgic connection that often increases interest and demand in the numismatic market, especially when individuals seek to complete sets of Kennedy half-dollars from each mint and year. For collectors focusing on investment potential, the 1972D Kennedy half-dollar offers an accessible option because, unlike earlier silver issues, it is affordable yet still holds the possibility for appreciation over time as coins in higher grades become scarcer. Due to handling and circulation, enthusiasts often purchase multiple examples to preserve one in the best possible condition while using others for educational purposes or display. This strategy allows collectors to enjoy the coin while also maintaining a potential asset that could grow in value as awareness and interest in Kennedy half-dollars continues to expand, and online marketplaces and auctions provide a global platform for showcasing these coins to potential buyers and investors. The aesthetic appeal of the 1972D Kennedy half-dollar also contributes to its popularity. Collectible and sometimes highly valuable, the coin is also popular in educational settings where teachers and museums use it to illustrate American history. Mid-20th century design collectors and enthusiasts interested in the 1972D Kennedy half-dollar often explore related coin series, including other Denver Mint coins of the 1970s as well as coins from the Philadelphia and San Francisco mints. Comparing mint marks, design variations, and historical context. This comparative approach enhances understanding of mint operations and the subtle differences in coin production across facilities. The 1972D serves production techniques and collector behavior which are valuable for anyone seeking to deepen their numismatic knowledge and appreciation for U.S. coins. Subscription services for coin collectors often highlight the 1972D Kennedy half-dollar due to its combination of historical importance, affordability, and collectability. These services provide detailed photographs, market analysis, and auction results, along with expert commentary helping subscribers make informed decisions and locate high-quality examples. In the market, access to these resources empowers collectors to pursue coins systematically and understand how factors such as grading, provenance, and rarity influence value. The 1972 D is often recommended as a key piece in a Kennedy half-dollar set or a modern coin collection, demonstrating both educational and investment potential, which makes it a versatile and rewarding coin for enthusiasts of all levels. When evaluating and purchasing a 1972 D Kennedy half-dollar, collectors should consider condition, provenance, and the credibility of sellers, whether through online marketplaces, coin shops, or auctions. Professional grading adds significant confidence in the authenticity and quality of the coin, as it assures potential buyers of the accuracy of the grade and provides a standardized reference for value. This coin has remained popular for decades, making it an excellent example for both new and seasoned collectors who wish to enjoy the historical legacy of the Kennedy half-dollar series, while also engaging in the dynamic world of numismatic investment and collecting strategies. In conclusion, the 1972 D Kennedy half-dollar of the United States offers a unique blend of historical significance, aesthetic appeal, collectability, and investment potential. Its association with President John F. Kennedy iconic design, features minting at the Denver facility, and availability in a range of grades make it a compelling coin for enthusiasts and investors alike. Subscription services provide invaluable support in tracking market trends and locating high-quality examples, allowing collectors to build thoughtful and meaningful collections. The coin serves not only as a collectible item but also as a tangible piece of American history, connecting generations of collectors to the legacy of Kennedy and the artistry of U.S. coinage, making it a timeless and cherished addition to any collection. Next up, the 1983 P half-dollar coin of the United States of America is a coin that was struck at the Philadelphia Mint during a period when the Kennedy half-dollar had been in circulation for over 2 decades, and collectors and coin enthusiasts often look for coins from this era because they represent a time in American numismatics when silver had been removed from circulation. Coins and the Kennedy half-dollar had transitioned fully into a copper-nickel composition, making it a fascinating collectible for those who study post-silver coinage in the United States. This 1983 P half-dollar features the iconic portrait of President John F. Kennedy on the obverse, which was originally designed by Gilroy Roberts, and the reverse displays the presidential seal designed by Frank Gasparo, which has remained a consistent design element, and collectors appreciate the sort of historical significance of Kennedy and the artistry of the coin, which embodies both the legacy of the 1960s and the modern era of coin production by the United States Mint. The coin has a diameter of 30.6 millimeters and a thickness of 2.15 millimeters and weighs approximately 1134 grams, making it larger than a quarter but smaller than a silver dollar, and the copper-nickel clad composition provides a silvery appearance without the intrinsic value of older silver coins, making it affordable for collectors while still offering a substantial collectible piece that fits well in any coin collection or display. The mintage for the 1983 P half-dollar was significant, with over 76 million coins produced, which means that while it is widely available, it can also be graded for quality and condition with uncirculated examples, fetching higher values, and coins with pristine surfaces being desirable for those looking to complete a Kennedy half-dollar set that spans decades. And mint marks, collectors often look for specific characteristics when evaluating a 1983 P half-dollar, including the quality of the strike, the presence of any die errors, and the overall condition of the coin, because while it is not rare in general circulation, coins in mint state can be valuable, and coins with strong luster and no marks can attract premium prices on the secondary market, which makes careful handling important for preservation. The historical context of the 1983 P half-dollar is also notable, because during this period the United States was experiencing economic changes and coin production was adapting to meet demand and reduce costs, and the Kennedy half-dollar had shifted from being a widely circulated coin to primarily a collectible item and special occasion coin, which adds to the cultural significance of owning one from this year. Investors and collectors alike pay attention to the coin grading system used by professional services such as PCGS and NGC, because a higher grade can significantly increase the value of a 1983 P half-dollar, with coins graded MS65 or higher being sought after for their exceptional eye appeal, and those with proof-like qualities being especially attractive for display and investment purposes. In terms of value, the 1983 p half dollar in circulated condition is generally worth slightly above face value, but in uncirculated condition it can range from several dollars to over $10, depending on the eye appeal, the grade, and the market demand. And coins that have been well preserved and handled minimally tend to command the highest prices, making careful storage a priority for collectors who want to maintain the quality of their holdings over time. For those interested in subscribing to channels that focus on United States coinage, the 1983 p half dollar provides an excellent example of how coins from this era are discussed and evaluated, with content often covering mintage numbers, historical context, grading tips, and pricing guides, helping both new and experienced collectors make informed decisions and enjoy the hobby while building their knowledge of American numismatics. Finally, the 1983 p half dollar remains a popular coin for collectors who want to complete the Kennedy half dollar series or add a coin from the early 1980s to their collection. And its combination of historical significance, accessible value, and iconic design makes it a rewarding piece to own and share with others, while also serving as a tangible connection to the legacy of President Kennedy and the ongoing story of United States coinage. Next up, the 1993 D Kennedy half dollar of the United States of America is one of the most popular collectible coins among modern coin enthusiasts, and its design continues the legacy of President John F. Kennedy, whose portrait has adorned the obverse of the coin since 1964. And the reverse features the presidential seal with its intricate eagle and shield design, which symbolizes the strength and unity of the United States. And this coin was struck at the Denver Mint as indicated by the D Mint mark, and it contains a composition of copper and nickel clad over a pure copper core, giving it a distinct silvery appearance that shines brightly when properly preserved. And collectors often look for coins in mint state condition because the sharpness of the details on the obverse and reverse greatly affect its market value. And the 1993 D half dollar was part of a regular circulation strike rather than a special proof set, which makes it widely available, yet still desirable for completing Kennedy half dollar collections. The dimensions of the 1993 D Kennedy half dollar are consistent with other modern half dollars, with a diameter of 30% 7 millimeters and a weight of 11.34 grams and a thickness of 2.15 millimeters, making it easy to handle and display in coin albums and holders. And the edge of the coin is reeded, which not only enhances its visual appeal but also serves as a safeguard against counterfeiting. And the coin's relief is relatively high, allowing the features of Kennedy's profile and the details of the presidential seal to stand out clearly, especially under good lighting, which is crucial for photography and grading purposes. And serious collectors often use magnifying tools to examine the strike quality and detect any minting anomalies, which can sometimes increase the coin's value significantly, depending on rarity and condition. In terms of historical context, the 1993 D half dollar belongs to a period in United States minting history when the Kennedy half dollar had already been in circulation for nearly 3 decades, and during this time the coin was primarily used for collector sets and limited circulation rather than everyday transactions. And although many of the coins from this era never saw heavy circulation, they are sometimes found in pocket change, which can result in minor wear and tear. And coins that are uncirculated or in near perfect condition are highly sought after by collectors who aim to preserve a full run of Kennedy half dollars by year and mint mark, and this makes the 1993 D an essential piece for those completing typesets or modern date collections. The market value of a 1993 D Kennedy half dollar varies depending on its condition, with circulated coins typically valued close to their face value and uncirculated coins fetching higher prices, especially if they retain full original luster and sharp details. And professional grading by services such as PCGS or NGC can certify the coin's condition with grades ranging from MS60 to MS65. And coins with MS65 or higher are considered premium examples that may sell for several times their face value, and collectors often compare multiple coins to select those with the best strike, sharpness, and the most attractive surfaces, which can significantly influence the value. From a numismatic perspective, the 1993 D half dollar is notable because it represents one of the last decades of Kennedy half dollars intended primarily for collectors as opposed to general circulation, and the coin's design has remained remarkably consistent since its introduction, which makes minor differences in strike Quality and surface condition highly significant, and collectors often pay close attention to factors such as plancher, quality, luster preservation, absence of contact marks, and overall eye appeal, which are all critical in determining whether the coin will appreciate in value over time or remain a modestly priced collectible. For those looking to store or display the 1993 D. Kennedy half dollar, there are multiple options including coin flips, capsules, and albums, and it is essential to avoid exposure to moisture and air pollutants, which can cause toning or corrosion over time, and storing the coins in a cool, dry place with minimal handling is recommended to preserve their condition, and many collectors prefer to keep the coins in their original mint packaging when available, as this can also enhance collector value and provide assurance of authenticity, especially for coins from the 1990s era. When it comes to buying and selling the 1993 D half dollar, the numismatic market offers many avenues, including coin shows, online marketplaces, and auction houses, and understanding market trends is important because the value of uncirculated coins can fluctuate based on collector demand and overall economic factors, and seasoned collectors often track multiple sources to ensure they obtain fair prices and may also seek coins with unique characteristics or exceptional surfaces, which can command a premium, and knowing the coin's history and specifications adds credibility when negotiating or cataloging for sale. The 1993 D half dollar is also popular for educational purposes in demonstrating modern coinage techniques and design elements, and it serves as a tool to explain the history of the Kennedy coin series and the transition from silver to copper nickel clad compositions which occurred in previous decades, and teachers and coin clubs often use these coins to illustrate minting processes, metal compositions, and historical significance of presidential imagery, which helps enthusiasts develop a deeper appreciation for American numismatics and the role of coin collecting as a hobby. In addition to its collectible and educational value, the 1993 D. Kennedy half dollar can also be a part of investment strategies for those focusing on modern coins with consistent demand, and while it may not reach the high premiums of rare early Kennedy issues, coins in top uncirculated condition can still appreciate over time, and combining them with other half dollars or proof sets can form a comprehensive modern coin portfolio that offers both aesthetic and financial benefits, and collectors are encouraged to monitor grading trends and market performance to make informed decisions when acquiring or selling these coins. Finally, the appeal of the 1993 D. Kennedy half dollar lies in its combination of historical significance, modern minting quality, and accessibility, making it a favorite among collectors of all levels. And whether you are starting a new collection or enhancing an existing one, this coin offers a tangible connection to American history and the legacy of President Kennedy, and its presence in a collection can provide satisfaction for both novice and experienced numismatists, and maintaining proper storage, careful handling, and knowledge of the coin's characteristics ensures that it will remain a valued piece for years to come and can continue to captivate collectors around the world. Next up, the 1995 D half dollar coin of the United States of America is a collectible coin that has fascinated numismatists and coin enthusiasts alike since its release, and it features the iconic design of President John F. Kennedy on the obverse side with a profile portrait that captures his distinct features, and the reverse side showcases the traditional presidential seal with the eagle holding an olive branch and arrows in its talons. This coin was minted in Denver, indicated by the D mint mark, and it is composed primarily of copper and nickel with a clad composition, making it durable and suitable for both circulation and collection purposes. Collectors often seek the 1995 D half dollar for its historical significance, as it represents a period in the United States coinage when the Kennedy half dollar was transitioning more into a collectible item than everyday currency, and the coin carries with it a legacy of American history and culture, reflecting both the popularity of the Kennedy design and the enduring appeal of silver-clad coins. During the late 20th century, its production numbers were carefully documented, and coins in higher grades can command premium values among collectors and dealers alike. The value of the 1995 D half dollar depends on several factors, including its condition, rarity, and market demand. Coins that are uncirculated or in mint state are generally worth more than circulated coins, and collectors often pay close attention to the coin's luster strike and any imperfections that may affect its grade. Professional grading services such as PCGS and NGC provide certified grades that can significantly increase a coin's value and establish trust between buyers and sellers in the numismatic community, making certification an important step for serious collectors. For those interested in the physical characteristics, the 1995 D-half dollar has a diameter of 30 centimeters, a weight of 11.5 grams, and a thickness that gives it a solid feel in hand. The coin's edge is reeded, which adds both to its visual appeal and helps distinguish it from other denominations, and the clad layers consist of an outer layer of 75% copper and 25% nickel, bonded to a core of pure copper, giving the coin a silvery appearance with a subtle warmth, and it retains the iconic Kennedy half-dollar imagery that has remained virtually unchanged since its introduction in 1960. Numismatic enthusiasts often study the 1995 D-half dollar for its minting details, including the strike quality and die characteristics. Each coin may show slight variations in relief or edge detail that make them unique and collectible. Some coins may exhibit doubling on the lettering or subtle differences in the eagle's feathers that can make them of particular interest to specialists in die varieties and errors. These features are often documented in coin guides and catalogs that collectors use to identify and verify valuable specimens in their collections. The market for 1995 D-half dollars has evolved over the years, with many collectors purchasing these coins for both investment and historical appreciation purposes. As silver content is minimal, collectors focus primarily on condition and demand. The coin is widely available, making it accessible to beginners, while rare high-grade specimens are sought after by advanced collectors, and the coin's value tends to increase with careful storage and handling, using protective holders, capsules, and archival methods to preserve the original luster and avoid scratches or tarnish. In addition to individual collecting, the 1995 D-half dollar is often included in coin sets released by the United States Mint, such as proof sets and mint sets, which contain coins from the same year that are carefully struck and handled for collectors. The inclusion in these sets enhances the desirability of the coin and provides an alternative way for collectors to acquire a pristine example without worrying about circulation wear, and these sets often come with official documentation from the United States Mint, which further adds to their collectible value and historical importance. Collectors interested in selling or trading the 1995 D-half dollar should be aware of current market trends and pricing guides that reflect recent sales and auction results, and engaging with reputable coin dealers and online marketplaces can help ensure a fair transaction. The coin's value may fluctuate over time, depending on collector interest, economic conditions, and availability of higher-grade examples, and it is always recommended to compare multiple sources to determine a realistic market value before making any decisions about buying or selling. Educationally, the 1995 D-half dollar provides an excellent opportunity to learn about modern United States coinage in the Kennedy half-dollar series. It offers insights into minting techniques, materials used in coin production, and the historical context of the period. It was issued, as well as an understanding of grading terminology and market dynamics for collectors and numismatists alike. This coin can serve as a gateway to more advanced collecting and deepen appreciation for the artistry and history behind American coins. Finally, the 1995 D-half dollar remains a popular and accessible coin for collectors of all levels. Its combination of historical significance, appealing design, and moderate scarcity makes it a valuable addition to any collection, and careful preservation can help maintain or even increase its value over time. Whether collected for personal enjoyment, as part of a set, or as an investment, the coin continues to capture the interest and admiration of numismatists across the world and serves as a tangible link to the legacy of President Kennedy and the history of United States coinage. Next up, the 1996 D-half dollar coin of the United States of America is a part of the Kennedy half-dollar series, which was first introduced in 1964. In this particular coin was minted in Denver and carries the famous D mint mark, which is found on the obverse side near the lower rim of the coin. The obverse features the iconic profile of President John F. Kennedy, which was designed by Gilroy Roberts, and the B reverse depicts the presidential coat of arms, designed by Frank Gasparo. This coin is composed of a copper nickel clad, and it weighs exactly 1134 grams with a diameter of 30.61 millimeters. The edge of the coin is reeded, and it has been widely collected by both casual collectors and serious numismatists alike because of its historical significance and its connection to one of the most beloved American presidents. The 1996 D half dollar was minted in large quantities, which makes it relatively common in circulated condition. However, collectors still seek out coins in pristine uncirculated condition because they offer a higher value. The value of this coin in circulated condition typically ranges from its face value of 50 cents up to a few dollars, depending on the level of wear and overall eye appeal. Coins that have never been circulated and retain their original mint luster can fetch higher prices, especially when certified by major grading services such as PCGS or NGC. The coin is also popular among collectors who specialize in Kennedy half dollars because 1996 was a key year in the series, and it represents the continuation of the long-running tribute to President Kennedy. When evaluating the 1996 D half dollar, collectors pay close attention to the strike quality and the preservation of fine details, such as Kennedy's hair and facial features, as well as the clarity of the lettering and the eagle on the reverse. Coins with strong strikes and no post-mint damage are considered the most desirable. The Denver Mint, where this coin was produced, has a long history of producing high-quality coins, and this 1996 D half dollar is no exception. Collectors also examine toning and coloration, which can vary from light golden hues to deeper shades, and natural attractive toning can sometimes increase the value of the coin. The historical context of the 1996 D half dollar is also important because it reflects the ongoing popularity of the Kennedy half dollar series, which began as a tribute to President Kennedy. After his assassination in 1963, the coin serves as both a piece of history and a collectible item, and it has been used for circulation as well as for special collections issued by the United States Mint over the years. The Kennedy half dollar has maintained a strong collector base, and many enthusiasts prefer coins from different mints and years to complete their sets. The 1996 D coin is particularly noted for its sharp design and solid production standards. Collectors often combine the 1996 D half dollar with other coins from the 1990s to create decade-specific sets, which collectors who focus on mint marks will always distinguish between. The coins from Philadelphia, which have no mint. Denver Mint coins are often more accessible and affordable, which makes them ideal for new collectors. The 1996 D half dollar can also be found in special collector sets issued by the United States Mint, such as the annual uncirculated coin sets, which include old denominations produced in that year. These sets are packaged to preserve the condition of the coins, and they provide an excellent way to obtain coins in high grade without having to search individually. Coins from these sets typically retain their value well and can sometimes appreciate over time, especially if they remain in mint condition. The sets are also popular gifts for numismatic enthusiasts. Another important aspect of the 1996 D half dollar is its use in educational programs and coin collecting clubs, which teach beginners about the history of American coinage. The coin provides a tangible connection to modern history and helps collectors understand the development of currency in the United States. The Kennedy half dollar series is particularly useful for educational purposes because of the story behind its creation and the iconic figure it represents. Collectors of all ages often start their journey with coins like the 1996 D half dollar. The market for the 1996 D half dollar is influenced by trends in numismatics and the overall demand for Kennedy half dollars. The coin is widely available on online auction sites, and coin dealers often stock them for collectors seeking specific years or mint marks. Prices can fluctuate based on condition, rarity, and market interest, and collectors often monitor sales to determine the best time to buy or sell. Coins that are graded by professional services typically command higher prices because buyers have confidence in the authenticity and condition. Investing in 1996 D half dollars can also be part of a broader strategy to collect coins from the late 20th century, which have a combination of historical interest and potential for future value growth. Collectors may focus on building a complete set of Kennedy half dollars from the 1960s through the 1990s, and including key dates like the 1996 D helps fill important gaps. The coin is an affordable way to add a piece of history to any collection, and its design and production quality make it a favorite among numismatists around the world. Finally, the 1996 D half dollar continues to be a symbol of American history and heritage, and it serves as a reminder of President Kennedy's legacy. The coin is both a collectible and a conversation piece, and it is appreciated for its artistry, craftsmanship, and historical significance. Whether kept in a protective holder or displayed in a collection, the $9.96D half dollar remains a popular coin among collectors and investors alike. Its value is determined by condition, rarity, and market demand, and it represents an accessible entry point into the world of coin collecting.